Hi, Dr. Tao. Welcome to Kudos MD. I have some updates on the coronavirus nCoV 2019, also known as the Wuhan coronavirus or Wuhan pneumonia. The CDC has declared this to be a national emergency. As you know, the WHO has also declared it to be an international outbreak emergency. There are a couple of numbers that we need to know, and there are new changes in the law that we need to know. First of all, there are 6 confirmed cases in the United States. That has not changed. However, as you know, there was a big airplane that brought the Americans from the Wuhan city over back to California, and they're currently quarantined. There's about 241 cases currently under investigation and quarantine. Negative patients have been ruled out for 114 of them, and 121 of them are still pending. Globally, there are 28 countries that are involved. 1 fatality has been reported in the Philippines, which is the first one outside of China. And the numbers in China has been reported worldwide now, including China, upwards of 15,000 with over 310 fatalities or mortality. So these numbers, we know they're probably not true. The one in Wuhan is probably much higher than that. I just want to address something that's been going on for the past several days. There are so much fake news going on right now. I'm literally drowned in this bullshit, okay? There's so much of misinformation out there right now that if you're not careful and you get tangled in this, it can create a lot of anxiety and drama, okay? First of all, I went to the pharmacy yesterday, not that I was looking for masks, but the masks are gone. There's no more masks, and I live in Northern Virginia, okay? So people are freaking out. They're buying up the masks, they're buying up the N95, and even the surgical masks. For what? There are 6 cases confirmed in the United States, all of which have been contained, and the Department of Homeland Security and the CDC had put restriction on the traveler, the foreign traveler from China. So if you're a foreign traveler traveling from China, you cannot enter the United States except if you are a green card holder or a citizen of the United States. And if you are so, there is a questionnaire for you to fill out. If you have symptoms of high fever, of cough, of shortness of breath, you are going to one of the 7 designated airports to be screened and quarantined. If you are not an American citizen or an American resident, you cannot enter the United States if your flight is from China. Okay? So that is important to understand. So there's a lot of conspiracy going on right now. There's a lot of fake news going on right now. I want you guys to be careful. Watch for the 3 symptoms of fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Again, there is no proven effective therapy, okay? There's a lot of news up there saying that we have invented this, we have invented that can treat the virus. So far, none of the treatment has been confirmed by the CDC and WHO to be effective against coronavirus. So, if the numbers reported are true, okay, the fatality or the mortality rate of this virus is roughly about 2 to 3% range. Based on 15,000 people were infected and over 300 people were dead or so. Unfortunately, the numbers are not real. We have leaked videos coming out of Wuhan. Doctors directly tell us what the numbers are. We are thinking upwards of 100 to 150,000 and upwards of probably 10,000 deaths reported. They are building a massive 1,000-bed hospital in Wuhan. It's actually a makeshift hospital to treat the coronavirus patients. And we know that the Chinese authority have refused all help offered by the Center for Disease Control. So we don't know what numbers exactly do we have in Wuhan. We know now that they're using drones flying overhead Wuhan city, telling people to wear masks, which I think there's still a minority of people who don't wear masks and they just walk around the city, might be exposing themselves or spreading the virus themselves. So again, the newest thing, CDC and WHO have declared a world health emergency. There's a travel ban from foreign national traveling from China. If you're a US citizen and resident, you need to be quarantined. There's a questionnaire for you to fill out and watch for the symptoms of fever, cough, and shortness of breath. Globally, 28 countries are affected. 1 fatality outside of China happened in the Philippines. In the United States, we quarantined 241 people. 114 of them are negative. There's currently 121 cases are pending. 6 confirmed cases have not changed. Please do not freak out. Please do not panic. Okay, I went to the Chinese restaurant down the road here and it's empty. Okay, nobody go to the Chinese restaurant anymore, fearing the Chinese food is gonna spread the Chinese virus. People stop drinking Corona beer now because they think Corona beer is spreading the virus. Okay, it's completely bullshit. Okay, and it's unnecessary apocalyptic jittery. Okay, for no reason. So go out, live your life. Don't be fearful. The risk of transmission in the United States is still very low. You have to worry if you are in China or the vicinity of Wuhan in Hubei province. If you're not from there, the risk is low. Among the 28 countries reported cases of coronavirus, 1 fatality happened in the Philippines. So those numbers change by the hours, okay? Anything that come up, I will report to you. You got to be very careful with the numbers, and you have to be very careful with the unproven news that are spread around right now. There's so much misinformation right now. You can easily be targeted, and it's gonna make you more jittery and more anxious. There's a dude in Texas today. He got yanked out of an American airline flight because he was traveling from Dallas to Houston and he was wearing a gas mask. Okay? This is the level of lunacy going on in some people now. There's really no need to do that. There is no evidence that these viruses are present in our airport, and he was going from Dallas to Houston. What the hell is wrong with this guy? I don't know. But you don't have to listen to the news and the fake information out there and then panic yourself. Anything new come out, I will certainly report to you the real numbers, the real news from the reliable agency. Please help the channel out by hitting the subscribe button and also the little bell next to it. The next video comes out, they will notify you. Thank you very much, and I wish you have a wonderful Sunday. And by the way, the travel ban is effective this evening, Sunday, February the 2nd, 2020.